BurbankLife.net.
So I just saw you giving away an award there. What's happening today at Be-Bop?
It's a great time for everybody. It's a safe place to be tonight. The climate is good, a lot of good people out here, and things are going well. But it's all about camaraderie, getting together, that community spirit that's so essential to a community like Burbank.
I saw some beautiful cars out there, the Jay Leno Award and all the rest of them. There's some amazing folks here, there's some beautiful artwork, and the people are having a tremendous time. Outside of Centennial, this is a great turnout and a lot of fun for the folks.
Oh, it sure is. All you got to do is walk around and see the smiles on people's faces. Everybody's having a good time. And again, the weather has cooperated. It's not too hot, not too cold, and everybody is pretty mellow.
Well, Chief, it's been another, like I said, another amazing time. And we're so happy that you're the chief here in our Centennial. There's a lot of love going around this city, and you're part of that, so thank you so much.
Oh, it's a great city. I mean, this is the place to be. A lot of community support here. A lot of good elected and appointed officials here that ensure that things run smoothly, so it's a pleasure to be here.
You're having a good time at Be-Bop in the Park. He's having a great time. Is this your first time? You know that Alexander came all the way from San Diego just to come to Burbank? 2011 Centennial Be-Boppin' in the Park. Are you guys having a good time? How about you, Jonathan?
Absolutely. Yes, especially with someone as witty and clever as him, who's always saying something to just throw me off.
How do you get a word in edgewise?
You know, I really just try my best and hope that he gives me a moment. But for the most part, I just stay quiet.
Just so you know, guys, we got 3 generations here. We got mother, son, and grandson. Pretty awesome, and all in Burbank. This is what Burbank's all about. Over a half a century, well, not quite, of Burbank residents. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
No
Ron,
problem.
you had a great car last year, and this is amazing. Tell me about this car.
Well, this car was built by myself and my 2 partners, Don Radican and Bill Jackson, and we call it the Radican-Jackson Stearns A-Altered Coupe. We sold the car in 1961 after we won the Nationals. We sold it to Woody Duke for $4,000. He lived in Santa Monica. He ran the car for about 2 or 3 years, and then he parked it in his backyard. And 32 years later, we were at a reunion meet up in Bakersfield.
Uh-oh, how much did you buy it back for?
We sold it to him for 4. He sold it back to us for 20.
Wow.
And then we put another 50,000 in it to restore it so it would fit me.
So how's he doing now?
Well, it's retired now as far as racing. We do a lot of Cackle Fest, which we do. We started up and fired up on nitromethane now, and you run it for about a minute or 2, and it runs you about $100 worth of fuel just to run it for 2 minutes.
So you're not going to let me borrow this for a weekend in Burbank?
No, I don't think so. They wouldn't let me fire it up here. I'd love to do it,
wow.
but they were afraid it would scare too many people.
Right.
Because it shoots out flames and it puts out a lot of fumes, which burns your eyes and you can't breathe.
Besides that, it sounds pretty awesome.
It is. It's an awesome car, and we used to keep it at the NHRA Museum, but I show it so much now, I keep it at my house.
I guess we'll have to take a visit there to get a closer look. What's been the best thing so far today?
I would say looking at the cars.
Anybody else?
It's a great way to socialize.
One more time.
It's a great way to socialize with everybody in Burbank. You know, you see all your friends, your neighbors.
And why? Because we love Burbank!
Beautiful. You need the I Love Burbank button. Check this out.
It's from Athena's bead. They do custom jewelry. Zinnia just made them right now, handmade jewelry here in Burbank.
Very nice. We'll have to go chat with her. So where are you going to school now?
I go to Valley College.
And you live in Burbank?
Yeah.
And you having a great time at Be-Bop?
Yeah, there's so many cool cars here and a lot of stuff to do. It's really cool.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Did you build these?
I customly made them, customized the frames, customized the shape that you're seeing, the electrical, paint, body, and engraving.
So who buys these? What are your clients?
The lowrider industry, and whoever can admire this kind of bike.
Pretty beautiful. What does something like this run?
1,800, 2,100.
It's pretty reasonable compared to some of these, high-speed bikes that guys do for mountain climbing, whatever. They could be thousands of dollars. This is a really cool-looking bike, and these look very original.
They are. You will not see another one like it on the streets. They're custom made, according to the specs of the
I'm
client.
here with Ruby Champagne over here at Audrey K, a wonderful fashion boutique in Burbank, California. So Ruby, what's happening tonight?
Tonight is Be-Boppin at the Park here in Burbank on Magnolia, and I am here live modeling for Audrey K, her fabulous boutique here.
And what is this all about here?
This is a fun little spin wheel. You spin the wheel and then you win a coupon to shop today and get some great discounts.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now who do we have up here?
We have some really lovely ladies. This is Wendy,
Hi, Wendy.
and that is Marcia.
And now we're actually going to move over to the owner of Audrey K, Miss Audrey K.
Nice to see you again.
Always a pleasure.
It's been a whole year.
It has. And
Yes.
how's business been?
Business has been good. Being in Burbank has always been a blessing, yes. So it's good.
And I've noticed that now you're doing these, for a while now. Girls' Night Out, tell me about that.
Okay, Ladies' Night Out is the last Friday of every month here in Burbank, and it's taken off. It was an idea that we were just playing with, but it's fun because everybody comes after work, and there's food trucks, and all the stores do discounts and different events. It's just a really nice night out. So.
You know, you started there was probably 10 or 15 people. Now I hear there's 30, 40 people at a time.
Yeah, you know what? At any given time in my store, you can't even walk. It's just, it's mayhem. But what I decided to do to notch it up a bit is every Ladies' Night Out at 8 o'clock, we do, hi honey, we do live auctions.
Really?
So I lift up a clothing item or a purse, and everything starts at $10. And some of the prices start at there's a purse for $50 or a dress for $119, and some of the women are walking out with clothing for $10 to $15. So
That's
yeah.
pretty amazing. When is your next Girls' Night Out, Ladies' Night Out?
Ladies' Night Out is the last Friday of every month, so it'll be actually this next coming Friday.
Well, I guess we'll have to
Yes.
come back. And ladies,
Yes.
if you're seeing this, or guys, if you owe a favor or a present coming up, Audrey K in Burbank, California. Come on by.
Yeah, come and shop. You can visit us online too. We have a Facebook as well, so it's www.audreyk.com.
And you heard it here on BurbankLife.net. I'm here with Gary Hendrickson. Tell me about this incredible looking 1915 Ford.
Well, I got this here Model T, and this is probably the first car that most people in this country ever saw, because it started getting into the country. Most people lived in the country. Now, I had this mostly around my house, and I tried to throw it away, but it kept coming back. So I ended up with it, and I'm having more darn fun with it now than you can have with a car.
So I'm liking all the ties around the tires, and we holding this together with strings and pieces of twine, or?
This car, I don't know how it stays together, but it just keeps on going. It's getting on to be 100 years old in 3 years.
And does she actually run?
Runs like a top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you keep her?
Well, I actually don't keep it indoors. I keep it outdoors, and it changes. The color changes.
I was going to say, I can tell by the nice wax job.
Yeah.
It must be outside.
It changes by the seasons.
I like it.
Yeah. And it's just a lot of fun.
So some of these features, you got the lights, and tell me about that.
Well, those originally are acetylene, and the lights up here on the top, the parking lights, would have been kerosene.
Right.
And they don't hold kerosene anymore.
Not so much.
No.
So-
Mostly this car doesn't hold anything anymore, and
How
I'm
about
getting
people?
I'm getting to be the same way. I don't hold much anymore
I'm
either.
catching up, my friend.
Yeah. No, it's like having a concession at Disneyland and being able to leave the amusement park and drive it home.
I like that. Hey, now something special about this vehicle. Wasn't it featured on one of the channels?
Well, it was just shipped up to San Francisco for the History Channel, and they're doing something that's going to come out in October called Around the World in 80 Ways.
I like that.
And this car goes all over San Francisco, and it was a lot of fun. I spent a whole week up there one day.
I like that. Did you lose your heart?
Oh yeah,
Right.
I left it.
We're going to get our staff writer, Brittany, to crank this baby up. Let's give it a try, Brittany.
Come on in. She knows how to do it.
There you go. Jerk it up.
You can do it. There you go. All right.
There it is.
And there's big hand for Brittany. All right, good job. Good job. Hey, you've seen it all, guys. Classic cars to the 1915. We've had Brittany start this baby up. We've had a great time tonight. A lot of nice people, some entertainment, and a lot of fun folks. I'm Robert Vincent for BurbankLife.net. Thank you, Burbank. Hey, guys.